rolling. It's rolling.
Oh, there
And
it goes.
it's
Yeah, now it changed.
6:30. Yeah. So now we're
All
up
right.
on Facebook. We're up on
Wonderful.
Art Radio, and we're up on
And Bobby is here, I see. All right.
yes,
Hello to
Bobby's
Bobby.
here already.
Bobby's always Johnny on the spot.
Bobby is there. He's the man of the moment.
Now, Maria,
Oh.
we failed the last time when I tried to send Kevin a package. I couldn't get it to him for some reason. I think maybe Tiffany kept the package for herself and said, "I'm going to keep this myself." But no, I'm just kidding. But if I sent you a package, which I'd send you one as well, but would you get one to Kevin?
I could, yes. I could
Okay.
get it to Kevin, yes.
Is your mail running better than his?
Apparently.
As far as you know, right?
Right.
Did you send it by mail or UPS, or how'd you send it?
Mail. Here's the new buttons, though.
Okay. Yes.
These are 1.25 in diameter compared to the small
They're
one.
pretty.
See,
It does look
see the
good.
difference.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want. I don't know if
definitely.
you want to wear that on your hat, but you can definitely wear it on your shirt. Whatever.
Very nice.
So, they were
Hello, Inkman.
only $29 for 50 of them. Not bad.
Nice. Not bad.
So
Those look. You need to put one of those. Put that one on your hat.
yeah.
You still got the old one on your hat, don't you?
Change that one. Yeah, change that one out. So, but
Yeah, I'll send you my address.
All right, yeah, you can share it with. Hey, Oofy, there's Oofy.
Yeah.
Oofy has a new
Got to move that merch, Oofy.
Yeah,
Shoot,
Oofy's
yeah,
got
yeah.
a new book in the cafe.
Oofy's awesome. Just so,
Yeah.
in case nobody knew that already, just
What?
iterate that.
Of course. I should have saved that picture. It was a really nice picture on Facebook of a little, like a golden octopus.
Oh yeah.
It was just
yeah.
awesome. Little yellow, somewhere from the Great Barrier Reef. It was just
Andy had a
definitely made me think of Oofy.
Andy had I can't remember if it was a mug that was made. That he had some glass was blowing and octopus. That's pretty cool.
Oh God.
Inkman 78, whoever that is.
Inkman, the hat has no effect whatsoever. I
hope not.
And cutting your hair shorter won't help either. It's not gravity that makes it fall out.
I hope not. I just put my hat on today. It was a bad hair day, so.
I just wear mine because I want to advertise my station.
Well, see, I wear mine backwards.
That's better than
problems.
putting a tattoo on your forehead.
I don't want to do that. No tattoo.
No, you could do a piercing and like.
Oh, Ron, you could do a tattoo. You're not that wussified.
No.
See,
the problem is that my mom would probably.
That's to show you're committed.
Yeah, right.
Or ready to be committed.
My mom would come back alive and she'd be kicking my ass every day. So, yeah, no, I don't want to disturb her.
That's okay. My mom doesn't know I have any tattoos, so we're good.
I remember
and
back
I don't
in
know
the day,
what she'd say because my son has them.
In school, Marie, I don't know if you used to do that, but in school you'd write your little notes on your hand or whatever, so you wouldn't
I know what
forget.
you're talking about, yeah.
And so back in the day, in the 60s, the ink had lead in it, so my mom was always concerned about lead poisoning. So she would.
That was supposedly the pencils. Wasn't that the pencil?
Yeah, but the ink as well.
Which isn't lead either, but.
Yeah. We used to stab each other with our pencils.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we did too. And then when they made them graphite, that wasn't as much fun because then you weren't getting anybody sick. Dang it. You just have a big old sore mark sitting there after you get stabbed with a pencil. So.
I think I still have some lead in my leg where I got stabbed. I didn't get out of the way quick enough. Good times. Good times.
That's funny. Speaking of pencils and tattoos, this was about maybe a year ago. I noticed I got a dot just off center between my eyes.
No.
Forehead. And I thought, what the hell is that? It's not blackhead or anything like that.
You mean like a freckle?
Apparently, like a freckle. But the only thing I can figure is somewhere along the line, I poked myself with like a ballpoint pen,
or you joined,
or something like that,
or you joined.
No, I have done that. You'll forget what you're doing, and especially when you've got a hat on.
Or you join that one movement there that has the dot in the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
This is true.
I think I would pick a different color than just basic black.
Oh boy!
So now I've got 3 tattoos.
Yep.
Well, I have 3 tats.
That you need a microscope to find mine.
Oh boy! I don't think we're going to go there.
But they were cheap.
This is a family show, I think. Still, right? Family show. But anyway, so I was telling Maria I got a little piece of technology to help me out in podcasting realm. And
I saw that. That's
It's
awesome.
like a little
water. Go ahead.
Go ahead, please. I'm just going to say something.
I was just going to say I got it from Sweetwater Sound Incorporated. They're a distributor of sound equipment, and they do soundboards, everything, all kinds of stuff. This one's a portable, basically a portable soundboard. Okay. You can plug it directly into your computer. You can stream live. I didn't read that. I made sure after I already paid for it, I made sure that I could do it live. But anyway, it's a recorder type of thing, and so you can actually have a standalone recorded podcast with anybody at any place, and then you can upload it to your computer or stream it to your platform wherever you're going with it. But with this one here, I can actually connect it to the computer, stream the audio directly to like this show here, for instance. And it controls just like a mini soundboard, basically. I sent Maria a picture of it. She can forward it to you, and you can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
But
like I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, Ron.
you don't right now. Not until after the show. But anyway, if you're gonna do a music or playlist after, that's fine. And then,
Well, I don't know. I've just sent Kevin a message, and I'll find out if
he's gonna wanna do the show with Russ. I think tonight he was talking about it, but I don't know what time. He said he was gonna do one. Oh, there you go. You changed that. Good job.
Officially now. You're officially on duty.
So now, Inkman, is Inkman on our Earth Radio Show's Facebook page?
He is on your YouTube.
Okay, you're right. Now,
Or it's YouTube.
he needs to get signed up over on Earth Radio Show's Facebook
Quit giving
page.
instructions, demands.
No,
I mean, like totally, like a king.
Damn it.
No, he was
Damn
talking.
it.
No, he was talking.
Damn it, we only need 75 more listens to break 80,000.
But he wanted the button. I can only do that if we talk privately, and we can chat back and forth on the private chat.
He won't let you have a button unless you sign in as a member.
There you go. Yeah, you got to sign up as a
That's
member.
right.
But it's
Can't have a
free. It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Although in that case, I'd have to have another 50, at least 50 more buttons. We got over 100 members.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
look
on a-
there.
on a-
Yeah, you changed the badge. How did you do that? That's good.
It's under the brand thing
under the
on,
brand,
on the side there.
and you
It's
can
just
upload your
Too
own
much for me
picture.
to do.
Well, you can
Oh, I can
your
upload
own-
pictures?
You can upload your own little picture if you have your own little
Looky there. It's all there
Well,
for me
The
to
other
do.
day, I learned how basically to share screens. I still
That's
haven't
right.
figured out how. I still haven't figured out how to
Get the photos.
put photos up. To
Amanda's
properly
going to help
prepare
us.
photos.
Apparently, Amanda has offered that she will help us with that when she has a free minute.
So actually, I'm going to.
Oh, that's nice. Amanda's wonderful.
Yeah.
Once I get into my presentation, I had some photos that I selected to share. I hope I can do it.
What I read about it is that you have to have it saved to the Google Drive.
So it kept asking for Google Drive.
Yeah.
So you have to be on. It has to be put in Google Drive.
And then you can get it from there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know why it's that way. That might be something they can improve on. But overall, this platform I like.
Google Drive is pretty widely available.
Yeah.
And if I were setting up a broadcasting platform, I guess that's as good a place to any. Otherwise, you're in a place where you would have to satisfy the requirements of God knows how many thousand different platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. So. And what I like about this platform is it is pretty much streamlined. It's not like the old days where we had to use OBS for the sound.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, and that was just recently actually, and that's a headache. Especially when it doesn't want to work right and you can't get it to cooperate, or your system lags because it's using up too much resources of using that OBS program. What I like about StreamYard now is that it's a standalone platform. You don't have to worry about OBS. Mm-hmm. They incorporated it right into it, so it makes it a lot nicer to use, I think.
Blah 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 blah. All yes.
Everybody, congratulate Grandma Maria.
That's right.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yep. I'm
glad these young people these days still have enough faith in humanity to keep going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think it was more of a selfish thing than it was faith in humanity.
Rockstar, what's up?
Well, it is definitely a vote for the future.
Well, yes, and it was.
You know as well as I do that it certainly changes one.
Oh yeah.
They well, yeah, and see, and the worst part is I can't see her yet. She's still in the hospital. Of course, there's only a couple people allowed, and that was my daughter-in-law's mother, and of course my son. And I just told them, you tell me when you are ready for visitors, and I'll come up and see her. But yeah, 6 pounds 10 ounces, born yesterday. And I'm getting all kinds of wonderful pictures and videos.
Oh yeah.
Pictures of those sweet little baby feet with the monkey toes, the long toes. Yeah.
I show up twice. I show up twice when I type my message. I don't know why.
Well, you should go 3 places.
Yeah. But I'm here on YouTube. I don't know why I'd be showing up in the other one. All right, good. He's on it. Good deal. Yeah, you get signed up over there, Inkman, and we can figure out what's going on there and what you want. We'll get that.
Okay, so Charles, I just want to tell you this real quick. Yes. The mosquitoes are already out here. Last week.
Bullshit.
Last week I was outside.
I don't want it to get 70 degrees. I want it to stay down at freezing then.
It's awful. I had gone to the creek.
But you've had like 2 feet of rain in the last month.
I think, yeah, it's been pretty interesting. But anyway, I went to the creek. We had a really good warm day last week. So I went to the creek and I was getting big rocks because I want to do a little fire pit back here behind my house. And I was down there, and I mean, these suckers are huge mosquitoes. I mean, they're just one lit on me, and I thought, I thought I was fixing to get an IV. So, but anyway, and I'm sitting out here now, and there's mosquitoes floating around. And of course, I don't have marigolds out here yet because it's too
Mhm.
early for them yet. Inkman, yes, it's called a Yingling black and tan. That's the best I got. But anyways, so the mosquitoes are already out. They're already floating around me here. So
So you could have came up here. I already have a fire pit
no,
ready to burn.
no,
Come on.
no. I
We
ain't
just got
lost
a little bit of
nothing
snow. We
on
just got
that side
a
of the Mississippi.
just got a little bit of snow.
Did you have
left.
did you have a bonfire last year?
Last year, maybe,
So
yeah.
I can't remember whether you did or not. I knew you were getting. Last time I noticed you doing a walk around in the back, you had a pretty good sized pile there.
Yeah, I still do. Yeah. Well, see that the sheriff sent out this nice little notice about the burn ordinance, which nobody seems to follow that anyway. So, not supposed to burn after a certain time of the year. Between this and this time of the year, like May and August or something like that. It can't be after sunset. And it's like, well, what's the point of the fire if you're going to have to do it before sunset? That's kind of stupid. But anyway, nobody really paid attention to it. And so the neighbor next door there was 3 o'clock in the morning. He's out there burning something in the backyard. And it's like, well, that's kind of odd,
Well, the nice thing about being where you are is probably the closest active cops are like 40 miles away. It's not like they're going to see it.
Well, we do have a sheriff. No, we do have a sheriff that lives in
That's
town.
why I said active.
Yeah,
I know you've got.
Yeah, I suppose if he's here in town, he's probably off duty at the time. So he's not going to be chasing after bad guys. He'll probably be at the party.
Hey,
So, but besides that, then I got the porch lights from everybody's porches, back decks, and the security lights that are shining right into my house for some reason. Like, guys, you're supposed to be pointing at the driveway, not at my window. So my next goal is
actually, they probably saw the ghosts moving around in there.
That's right. So they're trying to check them out, right?
Wait a minute, there's not supposed to be anybody there with Ron.
That could be. That very well could be. I'm not really sure. But my next goal in the next probably within 6 years, if I wait till I get the house paid off and then I move, right? I don't care about how hot it is. I want to move to Arizona. Okay. What I want is no more snow. That's what I want. Okay. What I want is at least 5 acres of land is what I'm looking for.
Well, the way things are going these days, you're going to need a passport.
Yeah. Well, I got the real ID, the last ID that we were required to get. I got that one. So that's kind of my passport right there. I can go to Mexico and Canada as it is right now. And, with this particular ID. And now, of course, when they're talking about we don't want to say that word yet, maybe next month we can say this word, but, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the so-called blank passport for airports,
Okay.
the C word, no, not that one, but the other one.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, so I don't know how they're going to make that fly in reality. I think the different mandates are kind of slowing down because they're finding out that people aren't responding very well to these mandates. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so then they're saying, oh, we throw up our hands, we're just going to let it go. All of a sudden the numbers are dropping, and it's like, where did all the cases go? Not saying it's not real. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not real. What I'm saying is, where did all the active cases go? Where you had like what 1 million people die, I guess, overall in America. I don't know.
Directly, I think it's over 1 million now.
Okay. Now, I mean, I'm not.
I'll tell you what needs to be addressed with that is the indirect casualties to this.
Yeah,
Last this
and,
whole
and
2-year long ordeal.
yeah,
The casualties in drug overdoses, casualties in murder and abuse, which are both.
yeah,
The
yeah.
I've got a C
casualties,
word we can talk about that don't have anything to do with that.
yeah, it's all
It's a
those.
family show now.
So I'm
It's a
thinking,
family
I'm
show.
thinking, I'm thinking the whole total number should be over 2 million in actuality.
Oofy said it right though. The word that shall not be mentioned.
That's right. Exactly right. Either one of them.
Oh, Voldemort!
Now, if we were late night Maria, we could say that other word. Okay.
We could say it now. You're just not going to because the sun's out and you think God's shining down on you.
And then Rockstar got it. He got cat. There you go.
There you go. I got plenty of those. Oh, yeah. See my hat?
Yeah. There you go. So I was laughing at the animals at the shop where I had my light put in. They have like 3 or 4 cats there, and they're all sitting in the sunshine waiting for the kids to get home from school. I guess it was that time for the kids to get home. So they're all sitting there. I got a picture of it. I can share that later. But yeah, so it's kind of funny watching them look out and waiting for the kids to get home. The dog was out wandering around and waiting for the kids to get home. Oh, that's pretty funny. So, but yeah. Okay, we have a suggestion for the take a sip.
Well, I'm kind of got to tell you, the show's, I think's canceled.
Oh no.
I think it's a late breaking news thing. I think it's
Oh
been
no.
canceled. Yeah.
Oh, he told me last night that he wanted to do one.
Oh, he wants to do one, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, that stinks.
That sucks. No, it doesn't stink. It sucks.
You and Bobby can take over the spot.
Marco, how you doing, Marco?
Hi, Marco.
Marco. Well, gosh.
Well,
But
now
now, I
we
tell
can
you what, it's not too early to have a word for this show.
get okay.
Just saying. And it's not going to be what Oofy come
word?
up with.
Wait, what? Oh, I missed
It's
it.
like you take you have a word and you take a shot.
Genghis, how you doing, Genghis?
Isn't it kind of early in the day for one of those shows?
Yeah.
I've got no problem.
What? It's after 5 here.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
After 5 here. Honey, I'll tell you what.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hey, I tell you what, when it comes to day drinking, let's go. That's all kinds of fun. Because then you can take a nap.
Oh my God! I do remember those days.
Oh yeah. The
Not-
pub crawls.
Not with particular fondness, really, but they do bring a smile to my face.
Okay, now wait a minute. During or the next day? Was it the hangover?
I never had really bad hangovers.
I had one in my life that I can kind of remember.
I mean, I very rarely had a hangover at all, and believe me, I put it away.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you too. Pedialyte's a godsend. Just saying for us old folks, because we can't recuperate like we used to.
Oh, Gatorade works.
Gatorade works. Yes, I can remember many nights before I'd go to bed, I'd chug a great big bottle of that. Especially if I had to work the next day.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it was
someone said that Ohio outlawed Russian vodka. You're not allowed to
Well,
sell
they still got
Russian
Grey
vodka
Goose.
and
Who outlawed it?
more. The governor of Ohio outlawed. Was not.
I know somebody was pouring it out.
You can't sell any more Russian vodka in Ohio. It's the ABC source.
Wow.
See, now I don't know that that's fair to some of the people that might not be in support of the Russian military. You know what I mean? I'm sure
Huh?
there's another side to
Huh?
that. There's another side to that that we don't know.
No,
There's
if
some
if you
people.
don't want to sell a
Yeah,
Russian-made
hey,
product in your store, you
put
so
it in the
what?
back.
But what I'm saying,
Put
what
it in
I'm
the
saying
back
is that
room at Pete's.
there's other people in Russia that probably do not support what the military is doing. Okay.
Well, uh,
That's why they've quit
yeah, there
selling their
are.
vodka.
I'm sure there are. There
So
are people in Russia that are going to their banks today saying, "What do you mean I can't get no money?
and there's no money. There's no money there.
What do you mean I'm broke?
What you mean, borscht?"
All right, guys. I will be
Okay.
right back.
Sugar
Okay.
chain.
Well, wait. It's I'd I'm this
Hey Jesse,
I
how you
didn't
doing?
really want to get into the Ukraine, but what the hell? Why not? The thing that I picked out of the gleanings of the coverage of this particular conflict confrontation is this is different,
Hmm.
and I think it's probably going to go down in history as the first of a new type of warfare
Hmm.
that is electronic and economic
Yep.
primarily,
Which that
other
could affect
than
us.
the
That could affect us.
any day now,
Yep.
because it's an open. There are no battlefields. The world is a battlefield now,
Ooh, that's not
and
even any
I'm
better.
looking at what you do. You remember? Most of the people I think saw
There we go.
the new
That's better.
the new Robo Dogs. The little robot dogs that can carry your pack and whatever. For they're talking about putting them on the border for patrols, and I imagined a C-130 flying over or equivalent, flying over the Ukraine, and hundreds of those little critters with anti-tank rockets on their back, jumping out and going on duty. No boots on the ground, you know, not even any paws on the ground, just little robot, the patter of little robot feet and exploding tanks all over the place. Um, it's gonna be different. It's
Hmm.
different. It's already different. This is the first major uh, open engagement
And then
of the situation.
somebody had said that, of course, they went on to say that, well, he's not going to stop there. If you, you know,
Well, yeah, this is true. Why should he stop?
At this point, though, the only ones that are getting decimated are the civilians.
hmm
And
and
the
they were only
civilians are
supposed
the
to
ones
hit,
that are fighting the most, it seems like.
yeah, and they were only supposed to be
Well,
hitting the military as well. You know, they weren't supposed to
what
be
you,
hitting the.
yeah, and anybody up and moving with or without a gun is an enemy.
Mhm.
That's just the way. Christ, that's the way it is in cities these days. let
Oh,
alone,
look,
let alone
Oofy,
a declared
caught what I
battlefield.
was doing.
Grimace, damn. We'll get you one of those little mosquito veils, like a beekeeper. A
I
beekeeper
gotta get
has.
my marigolds out here, guys. Those really work. It's just too damn early.
Yeah,
But
well,
anyway,
I saw a couple of gnats earlier, the other day, but that's about it. No mosquitoes yet.
mm,
But our mosquito is
they're
pretty
rough
much our
out here.
state bird. So
Okay, here we go.
one
Here we
thing I
go.
did Yeah.
I heard a saying once: World War III will be fought with nukes and big bombs, and World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Oh,
Because we won't
Oofy,
have
look,
anything left.
Oofy,
I
check
think that
this out,
was
honey.
attributed to
Now I
Einstein.
have a stink bug. They've been
Oh,
real bad this winter.
oh my goodness. Shield bug. Stink bugs.
Oh no.
Do not. Yes. Though
You don't want to be part
I,
of the
I
show.
flushed
You're
those
mean.
bastards. I crushed one time.
Oh
I
my
know
God, they
what they're
smell.
called. Oh,
Yes.
I am a generally strong stomached person, but that got me.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, my son's calling me. I'm gonna head out for just.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well,
Well, I'm going to take control a little bit,
go ahead.
and I'm going to do my little presentation of my original concept of this for this episode.
Yeah.
I've always liked maps, so this is my new little conceptual idea of maps and models. I've always liked maps. Maps can tell you where you are. They tell you where you're going. They represent the past and can represent the future. They could lead to treasure or disaster. I think we may have had maps before we had language.
Mhm.
Stones and sticks and scratches in the dirt were used to tell where the good food is or how to avoid danger. Maps show how our minds see the world. What is important to us right now? But maps are not the world. Maps are always limited and never complete. Take any place, and it might have several maps showing the satellite view, the geological view, view the plants, view the water, or even the minerals under the ground. Many maps, all different, but pictures of the same place. But no matter how many maps you can make, the combined result of all the maps can never be the place. It's just the best model of one aspect of the place. I'm no Nick Tesla, but sometimes after much study, or just like lightning, I have very rarely seen the completion of something, the total picture, being able to picture it in absolute totality of something I was designing, and the completed thing just popped in. The feeling is amazing. Imagine dumping a jigsaw puzzle on the table, and every piece falls into place. But it's not the thing. It's only an imaginary model of the thing. We make models of everything. We make models of weather, traffic, diseases, planets, galaxies, universes, and brain cells. But the model is not the thing either. Modeling is just another tool. We make models of the future too. Too many people apparently don't. And that's a shame. The future exists whether we want it to or not. It is real, and we guide it into being. We get to choose the one we want or the one we fear. We can choose better if we learn to make better maps and models. Ding, 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 ding. So,
All right.
that's something that is always. I remember when I was probably before I ever went to school, looking at the wallpaper on the ceiling in the back bedroom. Okay, and if you just kind of unfocus your eyes, you'd start to see patterns in it. Okay, and I imagined it was like a treasure map. Little islands in the ocean. The old sepia maps, like the pirates used to have. And I keep trying to unfocus my mind just enough to see, where the map led to. Maps have always been an interest of mine. They're the Piri Reis maps has always been a favorite of mine. But maps are more than maps. Maps are the. Oh, I had the word in my face just a second ago. Maps are the roadmap to our thinking. They restrict our thinking. They control the way we approach something, And I think that's something that we need to do. We need to stop being so tied to a particular map and come to the realization that the map is not the thing. The map is not the territory. The territory in reality is always far more complex and far more, but we create that too. We don't just create the maps. We create reality as we see it every day. But lately there seems to be a schism in that functional reality where a lot of the people have chosen one map, and nearly half actually it's not. Say 20% have chosen one map, and 20% have entirely chosen another map, and probably the other 60% just don't give a damn. They've got their own maps. I'm not sure which category I'm in, whether I'm on one side. I'm definitely not on one side. I'm not on one side or the other. I kind of lean a little bit to the left side, but I'm not stuck with it because I think we need to change our maps every day. Yes. Your mind maps reality.
Now, Charles, is there a way that you can show some of your...
I was going to, but I got into the reading and...
Well, if you have a website, I think you can share the website. I'm not sure how to do that, but I think that's what Amanda was going to help us with.
There's my map.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's you can have flat maps. And flat maps have their own particular distortions. You can have different colors.
And now don't get the confusion of charts and maps. They're two different things.
Charts are a specialized kind of map.
And they are for water.
Or air. Well, when aircraft use charts, yes. Do they still call them charts? Yes.
Well, I know in the Navy they do.
Sure.
Marco would know that one too. Mm-hmm. And now Jesse, as a MUFON investigator, he'd probably say maps. But now he might also have charts of different things too.
Yes, I have. I think that's just a part of people in general like simple binary choices, either or. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be bought. They're so busy in their own lives that they don't want to dig into the subtleties of changing their minds. Because sometimes, good grief, minds are hard to change. It takes energy. You have to go in and reorder your thinking. And people don't like that. Academics don't like that. Look how long I can remember archaeologists, which has always been an interest of mine. arguing about whether there was ever anybody here before Clovis in the 1960s. And the argument is still going on, even though the evidence is overwhelming that people were here for 10,000 years before the name before Clovis in the Western Hemisphere. So, changing, and that's a scientific viewpoint, and science is less dogmatic and more evidence based than, say, religious or philosophy or just about or government or just about anything. And it's been an argument in about a rather simple subtopic for 60 years. So, good grief. The only way to change a theory that's been accepted is you have to wait until all the old scientists die, and I think that's pretty much true. I think it's so hard to change people's minds about anything once they've accepted it.
Yeah. So now, what do you think of if you remember before Columbus? I think we've been here before 1492, but
Nobody remembers before Columbus here.
wait a minute now.
Maybe
Anyway.
CT, but not us.
But no, the question I have is, remember back in the day, of course, the sun would orbit the Earth, of course, not the other way around like we understand it now. And the Earth was actually flat because if you sailed out so far, you fell off the edge and you were never heard from again. Now, the only thing about that particular situation is that the reason why you didn't hear about them again is that, well, getting word back was next to impossible. And of course, to make another trip back, I mean, can you imagine traveling to, say, Africa or Australia? Africa was a main place to sail to, and
Mm-hmm.
and then you try to get back the time it took. Now I have sailed 3/4 of the way around this world, so I know how long it takes. All right, to go to Australia, it takes a whole day because they're a day ahead, right? So it takes a whole day, and then anyway, um, it takes 45 days in the Indian Ocean for what we were doing, and the Indian Ocean is not a fun place to be when it's 125-degree days all day long. You're on a metal ship, you're on a steel ship. That's you're like in a microwave basically, and
Didn't they
so
do an experiment with ships and microwaves? What was
yeah,
that called?
yeah. Tesla experiment
Ooh.
had with the
Remember that?
Pennsylvania
Was that
experiment,
that
Philadelphia.
wasn't the
The Phila-
Philadelphia experience?
that was the Philadelphia experiment.
Philadelphia
Got.
experiment. Yeah.
Was you part of that, Rod?
No, I was not. No,
I thought
not
maybe we would get some explanation there. I
not
didn't
not
know.
that I know of. Not that I know of, anyway. Okay, I'll put it that way. Um, I do think that we had some experiments that they didn't tell us about. Which that was still uh, hush hush. And it still is
Of
today
course.
probably. And I'm sure Marco could
'Cause
probably
then
tell
they
you,
would
but
be liable.
yeah, that's right. And like in Vietnam, you had the Agent Orange, yeah, the chemical that destroyed
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. That some people are still suffering today, and they still don't want to admit it. So um, there has been other things in my service time, which was peacetime, but there was still some things that was happening that I couldn't even explain. I couldn't express it, and explain it to anyone just because it's not available in the thought process to do that. Um, so I know that occurs. I know things happen even in real life. There are experiments that go on with in your news. People telling you things that's happening that's not really happening. Like they were talking about, I think Chris on was Krishan talking about it today, where he said that some of the
Hmm.
video that they showed about the current situation was actually from 2020 or something like that. Like a few years ago. And I was like, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Oh, was that island
It's a
thing that they were
war.
talking
It's
about?
a war, dude.
Yeah.
It's a war, dude. Both sides are going to be putting out misinformation.
So they'll be feeding us stuff that we don't know what's true and what's not. And
Absolutely.
what we need to do is just remember to keep these people in our prayers, whether we like them or know them or care about them. They're still human beings. We need to pray for them on both sides of the fence, and because I think I can't remember where the scripture is in Bible. And I don't mean to be Bible teaching now, but anyway, it says that
Since when?
we need to pray for our leaders.
Well,
But,
that's any day and every
I
day.
I
yeah,
I often pray for their wisdom,
yeah,
as rare as it is,
yeah.
and I pray for their enlightenment. I less often pray for their health, but that's just the way I
Well,
am.
okay, so I've kind of figured out that politics is like the new math.
Yeah,
There's no
Hmm.
common sense to that
right,
whatsoever.
God,
right.
Never has been.
no.
And I mean, I know you've got to pad one pocket to rob another. I get that. But I'm just not good at anything like
Now, do
that.
you remember in you remember in math back in the high school and in my time in high school, you had to show all of your work, even though you had the shortcut down and you could give the right answer. The teacher demanded that you show all the work. Do you remember that? And
Yeah, I
so
remember
the
that.
the funny part about that is now they're giving you the shortcut on how to get the answer, and then you don't have to show all the work.
That's no. In my experience with the new math is I'm pretty good at math in general.
Everybody take a
But
shot.
it does not make any sense whatsoever to me, and
Yeah,
it discourages people from learning real math.
right.
I mean, I think it really does. To try to teach someone who's only had the new math something that's technical, something that's really engineering based or whatever. It's almost like they just don't get it.
Hmm.
It's an entirely different language that they've never been exposed to,
Or
and that's
the other thing is the
kind of
clock
odd.
the clock thing. You got some people that can only read
Oh,
digital clocks. They can't read the
I
regular
that's
clocks with hands.
that's I hate to say this, but my new car is a Mercury, and it has a clock with hands on it in the middle of the day.
I remember those.
And I looked at that and I said, "Holy shit, these are hard to read."
Yeah, that's
So
cool. I had a Buick like that.
I'm gonna get one of those little digital stick-on watches, and
Mhm.
just sticky it on top of that clock. No, I
See,
wouldn't.
I got the digital screen thing that shows the time and everything like that, so I don't have to worry about that. But I mean, I can tell clock time. There's no problem.
And I keep thinking about we forget about the old days. The old sayings kind of go away. And I think I really
Mhm.
want to teach my granddaughter some shit nobody will ever understand.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's very, very important to keep our feet on the ground.
Well, it's
You
like
know,
it's like simple things
because
like
if you don't understand from the bottom up, you can't start at the top. You know, you have no foundation. You don't understand how it relates to the real world.
And that's true. You know, like a root cellar.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Yes.
people know what a root cellar is? Other than trying to take it to a foreign name or something.
Is that somebody that provides root beer?
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I know what a cellar is. A root cellar would be like the lowest point in the house, I would think.
Well, what a root cellar is that back in the day, anything that was that bloomed by a root, you dug it up, you took it into the cellar, and that's where it stayed cool and dark. And then come spring, you took it back out and you planted it. So people don't know that. They don't know what a root
Yeah.
cellar is anymore. And when they would do
Or
all of
how
their
about
canning,
how
that's
about
where they put
how
all
about
their
a spring?
canning stuff.
How about a spring house?
No, yeah, nobody knows what that is anymore either. Because I
Greenhouse?
actually think they changed it to a well house,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then of course a lot of wells. You know what? I think a lot of the people north in my county that I live in,
Mm-hmm.
they are still on well water. The
Mm-hmm.
Oh
county
yes.
water's not made it throughout the county yet.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And it's because we've got a national park here, and actually, where I used to live, which is like 100 yards from here, we had an aquifer, and it was an artesian well, and you would pop the top off of that pipe that was down in there, and that water would shoot straight out, and it had a sulfur smell to it. Um, but we capped it off, not I'd say about 20 miles from here. There was a tanker that turned over full of diesel fuel.
Oh no.
Well, guess where it come out?
Yeah.
In the faucet.
It in our artesian well. We
Uh-huh.
have county water,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where it all filtered in. Because I noticed I washed my vehicle one day and it looked like it was covered in oil,
Oh my.
and I was like, "Holy cow!" That's exactly because that when that tanker when it overturned, by the time they get to it, well, it had already gone. There was no telling how many gallons had disappeared into the ground by that time.
Mhm.
So, but there's always that old saying is uh, always make sure there's nobody upstream from you before you drink the water from the creek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And a load of amethyst and heavy meadow detective, another prospector friend.
Oh, they're here because it's you, Ron.
Yeah, that's right.
Aw,
Mm,
you've got fans.
Yeah. And
He
Ed
is
Marvin,
AMD and I am MWD, so that could get confusing pretty quick.
68. No, I'm 61. I was born in
I'm,
61.
I stole your identity
Oh,
since I'm
Oh,
broadcasting on your.
speaking of which, somebody got my debit card number today.
oh
That's
no.
Oh
so
my.
now I've got to go and everything that I have. And so and I knew better. I knew better. I knew better.
Uh-oh.
Always put your reoccurring debts on a credit card. Do not
Yes,
attach
indeed.
them to your checking account.
Oh my.
Oh,
But it was 79 cents. It was rejected. Got a new card. Now I just got to figure
they
out.
watch for that quick. Yeah, yeah.
79 cents?
79 cents sent me an email.
Wasn't
And
that Superman 2?
I don't
Where he
remember.
stole half a penny from every account in the world?
Oh no.
That was who was
Hey, if you
Richard
could
Pryor.
do that,
Wasn't
that would be
Richard
great.
Pryor? Yes,
That would
Uh,
be awesome.
Oh no.
Well,
Marco said he did it.
oh, Marco.
Oh boy,
Dude, you should
you're
have
gonna have
tried
to
for
track
more
him
than
down.
79 cents, is all I'm
That's better.
saying.
Yes. Better they hit your credit card than to steal your catalytic converter off your car.
No, wow, this is true.
Oh,
This is true.
those people should just be they don't need to be shot. They should just be run over.
Now it's interesting, Murray. I had to go through that as well on my other account, and
Yeah, but your bank
thankfully,
sucked at that time.
at my credit union,
Mm.
though, at my new place, at my credit union, they actually make the cards there, so I don't have to worry about waiting for it to get to me from the card place. But anyway, somebody in Michigan, someplace at some college, tried to charge 49 cents like twice, and like, wait a minute, that just doesn't look right. So,
Well, and that's what it is. It's something that hits your account, your card, and they watch for that stuff.
hmm
And that's a good thing. That is a wonderful thing.
yeah,
So, yeah,
and
now I've got to figure out everything. It's because what I was trying to do was close out a credit card because those monthly bills were going to it. And I thought,
yeah,
that's crazy. I'll just have it. And I knew better. I worked at a bank for 21 freaking years. I know better. But anyway, so
yeah.
I've got plenty of time tonight to figure all that out.
And see, with the at least on your, like if you have your PayPal account set up on your card, that's easily changed there.
Oh,
And
actually, what I did with that was I did my checking account number and my routing number.
okay, and then you can set up a two-factor notification. So now I heard people were hacking into that as well, but it's harder to do. Okay. So in other words, if somebody tries to use your account or whatever, that you get a notice on your phone. And, oh, wait a minute, no, I didn't do that. Of course, if you did do it, then fine, no problem. It's a little
Right.
more of a hassle, but it's more of a security for you.
Right.
So and
But it's all good. It's all good.
and you'll notice as you forget things. People, well, you didn't send in your payment this time, and then you'll have to send your payment in with the new thing. So that's what I had to do. I think I finally got everything settled now.
Mhm.
So
Ooh, cost me under $500. However, just sad, shocking, infuriating what people are capable of. I'm sorry it cost you anything.
yeah,
That's awful.
yeah, that
And it
happens.
shouldn't. There's another damn mosquito, I
But
swear.
hopefully, if it did cost anyone
Go for it.
anything, they can return the money to you if you have to pay anything.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Yeah, the
Genghis,
bank.
Genghis was talking about the current rash of
Hmm.
catalytic converter
Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
deaths.
But still. Oh, yeah. The deductible. Yay.
Yeah, and once you know, so many things. Any usual deductible is
well, what I like about the
90
newer cars,
percent unless you have an actual severe accident or
yeah,
get caught in a tornado, your insurance company doesn't lose anything.
right. What I like about the
Oh,
new
yeah. That
cars,
was nice you brought that up, Charles.
what I like about
Yeah.
the
Water
uh
under the bridge, right, dear?
the
It is because I got rid of that car, the other
yeah,
truck. I got another truck. We're all good.
you did get rid of the
Happy,
Camaro then.
happy. I just love happy endings.
I did. And I tell you, the reason why I ended up, okay, so the Camaro, God, I want another one of those. But anyway, the signs did not come up for me to have another Camaro.
Mhm.
But yeah, the heat and air was broke out of it. And I took it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it was ever setting where it was when the tornado come through. The one freaking day that I decided to take it and drop it off at the garage to get it fixed, one of a historical tornado rips through Western Kentucky and South Central Kentucky, and my car got the brunt of it. Just didn't total it out.
hmm
Nearly,
So I was like,
nearly did.
and still, and that happened on December 10th, 11th, whatever day that was. And my car sat there until January, whatever, still didn't get the heat fixed in it. And I was like, and then the guy calls me and says, we can't fix the heat in your car because it's too much of it's a bigger job than what my shop can do. And I was like, you know what?
Told you.
Screw it. I drove it from there 3 blocks down the road and traded it in.
There you go. And you
There
got
you
a
go.
truck. What kind of truck
Done.
did you get then?
I got a 2018 Chevrolet Colorado.
Okay.
Heated
All
seats
right.
is the key. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Oh, I like
never
that.
go.
Hell,
I
oh,
like that
oh,
on
hell
mine.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you,
I,
I'll
you
never
guys,
go back.
you guys are such wusses.
yeah, I like that on mine. Well,
Oh
here
yeah.
here you need it in the wintertime. You need it. You turn on that
Heated
seat
seats.
heater,
Next
and
thing you know, you'll be wanting massage.
yeah, in five
Is that too
minutes
much
it's
to
warm.
ask for? What? I gotta drive 45 minutes to work every day and home.
Ooh.
I need a massage.
Mm.
I guess if
Okay,
it's
okay.
thanks, back on
I know when I've overstepped my boundaries.
exactly.
Oh,
But anyways, yes, we have fun.
So what do
But
you
other
think
than
of
that,
what do you think of the electric car though? Seriously.
no, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going with
oh,
electric shit,
I
power
looked and
tools,
looked and
nothing.
looked. I looked and looked and looked for a hybrid
Okay.
and didn't get lucky. Couldn't find one in my price range.
For the cost, yeah. Yeah. That's the main problem.
Actually, they were, if going by the Kelly Blue Book and that kind of thing, they're actually cheaper than the same car in those instances where you have a hybrid model of a internal combustion car. Okay,
Hmm.
right now, or 6 months ago, the hybrids were actually going cheaper than the internal combustion cars, the fully internal combustion cars.
Now the thing that was brought to my attention, okay, you know, like how in the gas car, regular
Uh-huh.
combustion engine, you can run the heater and it doesn't take any more energy than now if you're running the air conditioner that's different. But if you're running the heater in the wintertime, you're not using any extra energy in comparison to say an electric car. If you have an electric car and you're trying to heat the car at the same time, guess what's going to happen?
Or cool the car.
Or cool, yeah, everything's electric.
Yes.
So
It comes out of it comes out. It's not heat or heat. Yeah, still, you're still using generated power from the alternator to run the blowers and all that kind of thing, and the pumps and all that kind of thing.
but you're not using the electric energy to run it and to
Oh,
run the car.
you're definitely yes.
So
Okay, so I have a question.
okay, go ahead.
How
Please.
am I going to charge my electric car when a tornado has ripped through here and I don't have electricity for a month?
Get on your bicycle, honey. Just get on your
That's
bicycle.
why
Exactly, and start pedaling.
That's why you get a windmill and you set it up on the back 40, and you become Maria Power and fuel. You know.
There you go.
Oh, Lord, out here that would be a target practice.
Now here it would work
Oh.
because we got windmills all over the place here.
Oh my God!
Look, I was laying on the couch.
Stand it! I can hear those things.
Solar panels, but solar
Yeah.
panels are a good idea, but they don't produce enough power to run the car.
Yeah,
Sadly.
but I mean
yes,
that
they
was something
do,
that was
if you
that
have
was
enough.
something that was brought up. You know, it's like a tornado comes through and it wipes out all this stuff, and then people are
Mhm.
talking. So, how's your battery powered chainsaws gonna work? How's your battery powered anything gonna work?
Yeah,
It's not.
right.
It will until the
Run it-
charge
you
runs
run it-
down, and
you
then
run
you're
it- You
screwed.
run it off your gas powered generator.
Exactly.
Yeah,
to
there you go.
recharge
Gasoline
it.
powered
Exactly.
generator that's dumping free carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons and all this other 10 times as much as you would be getting out of the power plant or anything else. So, but that's like, see, that's why California got rid. You can't have a chainsaw, a gas powered chainsaw
Right.
or a gas powered or a lawnmower, I guess.
Oh.
To get to that point yet.
Oh,
And
Lord.
I swear to God, they're going to start clamping down on the home generators for
Yeah.
electricity,
Oh
the
yeah.
backup
Yeah.
generators.
Mhm.
Oh,
They're gonna, you know, they're gonna do
I
it.
have one still in the
Yes.
box. I haven't even opened it up. It's still in the box.
Now I bought a battery powered weed eater just simply because
I like it. Yes.
what I have to weed eat, and I did this on purpose. I did not need the monster that I had before.
Yeah.
And so I sold it and I got this and I thought for no more than this thing costs, if it breaks tomorrow, I can buy another one.
Hmm.
So I got one of those, but now hedge trimmers are gas powered. My leaf blower, oh my God, is what is dreams are made of because it's a big backpack leaf blower.
Hmm.
And Tim Allen, you could hear him screaming for miles because of it. And I have this yes, I have this huge commercial diesel mower and I can mow my yard in less than 45 minutes and that makes me so happy. I can't see straight.
Do you
Oh,
wear a
yeah.
helmet when you're doing that?
I should. I should. I really should. But yeah, I mean I love my fossil fuel equipment. It's powerful. It's awesome.
Mhm.
So yeah, and all this global warming crap. No, I'm done with
Oh,
I'd
it.
like to
I
know
am.
oh
where.
yeah, oh yeah. You say that now as you're swatting them and singing.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Uh,
I got rid of my cows, so at least
uh,
there's not
oh,
40 animals in my
you
yard
no
doing
no more
methane.
no more methane in Kentucky now. Huh?
Exactly. Yeah, there's 40 less cows farting in my yard. Just
Well,
saying.
yeah. On a happy note, though, happy March, everybody. It's March 1st. We are done with February.
God,
Okay.
February. Only the
And
last day of February was awesome. Just saying.
right,
Just the last
right.
day.
Mhm.
And but
Oh, it's too
one
bad
more
it wasn't
day.
a leap year.
Yeah, one more day. That's what I said. I said that.
Okay. Well, yes, then she would just turn God, it'd been 4 years before she turned one again. So
Yep.
you'll have a birthday ever. I think
Mm.
that would be awful, but I mean, it's not. It's pretty awesome to have, but it's like you celebrate 3 years, your birthday on the 28th, and then the 29th comes up. That just makes an extra party day.
There you go. Now, Opie had shared a link about the solar powered
Oh,
car. I don't know how we can get that to show on
the
there.
Aptera. I would love to have one of those just for the shock value.
Yeah. But no,
Of
I
course you
agree
would.
with that. I think that there should be a self-sufficient charging ability on anything we're saying is solar power. After all,
But
the sun is there.
the problem is, and I'm gonna attribute this information back to a departed friend of ours.
Hmm.
Um, it's illegal in the United States to patent or manufacture a solar panel that has more than 25% efficiency. Okay,
Mm.
it's against the law because it's classified. If it's better than 25%, it automatically becomes classified and cannot be manufactured and distributed as a to the general public.
Mm.
There's a whole pages and pages of that stuff.
Crazy.
Well, you know, all of our politicians have to line their pockets somehow. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 indeed.
Well, there you go.
Um, Charles, we listened to a song today on my Amazon Music DJ that I like to play, and I've been playing the top 40 of 1972,
Mm.
and so I was asking people, where were you in 1972? Now some people weren't here, obviously, and but anyway,
They could have.
um,
They could have been around. They just weren't in
Yeah.
this particular incarnation.
There was a song that Carly Simon sang today, and the song dealt with talking about a total solar eclipse in Nova Scotia. Remember we were talking about that? We are talking about going there for this next one.
Was that in Year So Vain?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably. I hate
Yeah.
that song. I hate her voice. I don't like it.
But what I'm saying is, she mentioned what Charles and I had talked about.
Do you find that song a bit whiny?
Oh my God. All I know is that when it comes on, I cannot get to the radio fast enough, or the TV. If it's on a commercial, I can't. I'm like tripping over my damn furniture to get to it, to turn it off.
But no. So the point that I'm making is that when was the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse? And was it in 72 then?
In Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll Google it.
I remember we saw one in California, but it wasn't total. It was like 75% where we were, and it was in the 70s.
Unlikely.
But I was just trying to figure out when that total solar eclipse was that she's talking about. And the point that she mentioned Nova Scotia, we were talking about doing that for this next one, but then you said that it's going to cross by your place, the same line. So
July 10th, 1972.
Hey,
Oh, there
why
you
the
go.
hell did I waste my time when you did it? What the hell? I told you I was
I
Googling
can't
it.
help it.
Charles is getting pretty good at it.
Boys, you boys, I swear. I swear.
Hey, X Lady is the master. I don't
Yes,
even
she
if
is.
if she's online, I don't even try.
No.
I don't know how many
No.
times I have jumped up and had something written out, and just before I hit enter, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
I
all
was
right.
just thinking about that though, Charles, we had talked about that a couple of years ago, about the next one is coming up, and it's like, well, if it's gonna be crossing by your place, no sense in going there.
I don't think that 72. I don't remember that one. So I'm going on the assumption that it wasn't visible here.
Okay.
So
All right. But anyway, in our case, so in this next one, I think what we might do is just hang out at your place.
I'm not going to get totality here.
It's in Missouri, sweetie. I'm
it
hoping
goes
the last
Texas,
one,
from Texas to up to Maine, I believe.
we're going to have, I think, like 90% where I'm at right now. I know, because see, the last one that we had, we went to Franklin, Kentucky, and that's where we met up with the KGRA crew, Warren, Ray,
Right.
Bird,
Yeah.
all of them, and had the best time ever.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that we get to meet up in Missouri, and I think it's in 2027.
No, 2025.
Okay, well, that's off too.
Well,
Anyway.
Father John is there, right, in Missouri, right?
Who?
Father John or John?
Oh, yeah. He
Yeah.
lives in Missouri. Yeah, I'm not going to hook up with Father John. We're good.
No,
We're good.
I just meant a place to go.
I know.
And that.
No. If I get to go, it may not get to go, but I mean, it would just be awesome to be able to have 2 total eclipses here in the United States and be able to meet up with Race and Bird. I know Warren and the rest of the KGRA crew wouldn't be there.
Well,
but it would be awesome.
Where's the place? I've been wanting to do this since the last one.
I don't know, and I hope it's close to the Sally house, because that's haunted. Because the last time we did the eclipse thing was at a very known haunted place in Franklin, Kentucky. So I would absolutely love to be able to do that again
Hmm.
Mm.
because we had a lot of crazy stuff that happened during that total eclipse. But
Well, what I noticed, I don't know.
This one, I have a feeling with everything else that's going on in the world, gone on and going on.
mhm.
This next one's going to be a real event,
I
And
don't
big event.
know.
what I remembered in Sacramento when we had one, it was like 75%. And got the cat there, and it was
Oh yeah.
75% at our location where I was at in Sacramento, and it was like almost like sunset, you know. And so all the night animals were coming out, you know, and mosquitoes, the
Oh, it was
bugs,
beautiful. I mean,
the
it was
the
absolutely
night
beautiful.
birds. You know, some people say, "Oh, there's no birds at night." Yes, there are night birds that make noises at night, and if you don't know that,
Yes.
then if you don't know that, then you're just kind of dumb. But anyway, no, there's all kinds of animals at night, and all these animals came out when that temperature dropped, and it looked like it was sunset. All right, and so everything came out for like 15 minutes or so, and all of a sudden it got daytime again. It was like, oh, they're all gone again.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That was so
It was
funny.
pretty amazing. Just because the color of the sky and stuff like that, it
Yes.
is kind of completely different. It
Yeah.
favors it, but it's totally different. And when you
Oh
get to
yeah.
see that ring around, it's
Oh yeah.
just it's something you'll never forget. And that's why people travel halfway across the world to see this event
Yep.
every time it happens. Wherever a totality happens, that's where they're going to go.
Yes.
Sorry, I got to mute my mic. My cat's purring.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Oh,
It's Charles's buddy.
I know.
Uh,
So, but anyway, he has to get his perch.
yeah.
That's where he's.
His proper pose.
Yeah,
His
that's where
15.
cat butt.
Oh gosh,
That's where he sits.
I am just
So much for a professional show.
hey. They want a professional. They want a professional show. They'll have to go to somewhere else.
Yep.
Not here.
We're just we're
Not here.
just here to exchange ideas and have fun.
I guess.
Make
I
it
think
a
that's
light.
what
I
it
have a
is.
lighthearted beginning of the week.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. So now, what are you thinking about? You were talking about having a serious topic stuff, and then you were talking about maybe having some guests even. What do
Oh
you
hell,
think?
that must have been when I was off the air because that shit ain't happening.
Yes, that's one of those things that just seems like it takes too much effort. It's almost
Kind of does.
I
Well, I
I
know
have
Charles and I have talked about like doing show prep but you know what? Tuesday morning rolls along and it's like, what are we talking about
Are you
today?
kidding? I promised again and again that I'm going to have a show topic at least picked out by Sunday.
Hmm.
It don't
Just doesn't
happen that
happen.
way. It doesn't work that
There's
way.
nothing really interesting, seriously. I mean,
Well, all the things that are topical and on the news are things that we've just beat to death, and I don't want to hear that shit anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. I just
no,
don't. I mean, we
no.
did touch on the Russian Ukraine situation just a little bit, and we almost brought out the C word, but I
And we
don't want to
usually
give that.
do.
I don't want to give that any more of my attention
Right.
than I absolutely have to,
Fair enough.
because that's not going to. I don't think that's going to dramatically affect my life in the next few days.
Right.
So I've got better things to do. And Maria is gone. Okay.
I went dark.
Oh my goodness! I thought she was mosquito bombed.
No, not yet. Man, I'll tell you what. As soon as those marigolds are out, I'm having them everywhere.
A little mushroom cloud coming off your microphone.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. My God, I think I've killed like 4 tonight just here.
Oh man.
Lemongrass marigolds.
Or get your citronella candles that don't work too.
I think that stuff. Sorry, I just don't even think that stuff works. Your marigolds, your lemongrass, plant them everywhere. That helps. And see, the old timers even use that in their gardens.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Marigolds.
To keep the bugs out of the plants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. The bugs don't like that smell for some reason. So, anyway.
All right.
Well, we have made it.
Yeah.
To almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and
I
I've already
am
missed like an hour of
glad that-
Kentucky's game.
I'm so glad that everybody stopped in to join us. And I think we're just going to go ahead and close up shop. And
This
we'll
is
be
for
back
you,
next week.
Oofy.
Well, thank you, Charles and
Oh.
Maria. Wonderful. Great show.
So we don't have a musical follow-up show. So I expect everybody will be tuning in for the State of the Union.
No.
Oh, God, you could have gone years without saying that shit.
Oh boy.
I had to. What can I
You
say?
you could go down to the nursing home and get better entertainment than that.
All right. Well, anyway, everybody have a great night and enjoy your night. Maria, if you want to do any music or whatever a little bit later, you can. If Kevin is not going to do a show, whatever you want to do.
I think I'll just take a nap.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
You can do that too.
Charles got one earlier
Me too.
today. I'm
Me
jealous.
too. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Yep.
everybody.
Thanks,
been
everybody.
fun.
Thank you.
It's been great.
All right. Bye-bye.